Grandma's hands.
I would have never dreamt this. I just never really dreamt it.
Sam Jones standing proudly as an Eagle Scout for the world to see.
Excellent. It's about time. Well, Jones served in Vietnam and was awarded a Meritorious Service Medal. He later retired as a naval commander. So congratulations. And like his daughter said, it's hard to compute what was being told to him at the time. So we're just so glad he's able to get that honor.
A fantastic celebration 6 decades later.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, folks, let's take a look outside. It is a beautiful morning. I'm going to get you ready for your Wednesday and your first day of summer coming up.
Plus, the victims of the fatal shooting that took place at the Gorge Amphitheater over the weekend have now been identified. And the man suspected of a quadruple homicide of a family in Kellogg, Idaho, made his first appearance in court. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine, and welcome to Wednesday. Almost welcome to summer.
Woo!
So is summer, what's your favorite season?
Oh, my favorite. Well, you were talking about fall earlier.
Yes.
Gotta say, I was born in fall, so I kind of have a preference because of that.
Okay.
What about you?
Fall. Football. We get
I
football
see.
back. I mean, it technically starts in summer, but it's a fall
Gotcha.
sport. And
It is.
and I like that feeling when school starts up again. I know kids, you're on vacation if you're watching. Enjoy. It's going to be a while. But I love that feeling of it's time to go back. It's like salmon spawning. So I just love it. But
I loved back to school season as well. I was one of those students who enjoyed the start of the school year.
But my father, he always loved summer and always would be mad at me when I said, well, I can't wait till it's over. But it's all right. If you love the heat, we're getting hotter temperatures
Exactly.
today. Let's take a look outside. And it is gorgeous. Looks very summery. But again, folks, a little chilly this morning. We are in the 40s throughout right now, so you may want another jacket. I wore a jacket on my way into work this morning. We're seeing a little bit of cloud coverage coming in, but we're going to see more sunshine than not. Should be a very, very nice Wednesday ahead. And we're just going to continue to improve, at least increase our temperatures as we move towards our weekend. Mostly sunny skies in Yakima, highs in the mid to upper 70s pretty much for all of our areas today. Tri-Cities area, upper 70s, and right in those mid 70s for the Blue Mountain region. Again, folks, we're about 10 to 7 degrees above what we saw yesterday. So what do we have in store? Summer, it hits in the latter part of the 7 o'clock hour today, so a little under 2 hours away. Warming trend definitely starts today and a hot weekend ahead. I'll have all that and get you ready for your Wednesday and my forecast. That's coming up, but let's send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Fire crews are still mopping up after a fast-moving fire that prompted evacuations near Touchy Monday. Walla Walla County Emergency Management says the fire has burned more than 4,000 acres, according to the latest estimate. All of the evacuation orders were lifted yesterday morning. It took approximately 6 hours of work by multiple agencies, plus state-level assistance to get containment lines around the fire. It's not clear yet how the fire started, but we know dry conditions and a breezy, gusty wind made work difficult for fire crews. And most of the smoke we've seen impacting air quality across the United States so far this year has actually been from massive wildfires burning out of control for weeks in Canada. Now, researchers are saying that controlled burns could reduce smoke exposure for everyone. Harvard, the Forest Service, and NOAA studied wildfire smoke exposure from 2018 to 2020 and used a computer model to look at how controlled burns would impact wildfires. The researchers say even though a planned fire does create some smoke, it's much less than an out-of-control wildfire.
So looking specifically at Washington, Oregon, and California, we find that the transport of smoke from these states has a huge impact on the rest of the states in the West. So what happens if I do prescribed burns in California? And what does that affect locally in California, but also how does that affect every other state? And we see that California, Washington, Oregon hugely affect their own state and hugely affect the other states, whereas doing it in Nevada less of an impact on other states, but still important on its own.
Researchers told the Harvard Gazette that their computer models showed the most useful prescribed burns would actually be in forests west of the Cascade and Sierra mountain ranges, upwind of populated areas. We're continuing to get new information about the deadly shooting at a campground outside the Gorge Amphitheater Saturday night. We've learned the names of the 2 people killed, 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz and 29-year-old Brandy Escamilla. The Grant County coroner says they were both from Seattle. The Grant County Sheriff's Office turned the investigation over to the North Central Special Investigations Unit, and so far they haven't given any update on what happened to the suspect or the victims. One victim did speak with reporters in Seattle. Andrew Quadra, who also goes by August Morningstar, is a jewelry maker from Eugene, Oregon. He was shot in the shoulder and now says he's worried that he might never regain full use of his hand. And we're learning more about an alleged quadruple homicide at a Kellogg apartment complex Sunday night. The suspect, 31-year-old Major John Kaler, made his first appearance in court yesterday, facing charges of burglary and first-degree murder. The names of the victims and how they died were revealed, and according to an arrest affidavit, there was an ongoing argument between the Kaler family and the victims. After the Kalers, they say they repeatedly saw Devin Smith, one of the victims, masturbating through a window. The documents say the Kalers were concerned for their 3 young children. An argument between the families escalated, and police say Major John pulled out a gun and shot each member of the family in the head, killing all 4. And according to a prosecutor, when police arrived, he admitted to the murders and the motive on scene. A reminder that both Benton and Franklin County Emergency Management will conduct a test today of the Code Red system. That's an opt-in mass notification system that would be activated in a true emergency. It allows authorities to keep the public informed through emergency voice, text, or email messages. The test takes place today at 10 a.m. You can sign up on the Benton County or Franklin County Emergency Management websites, or just look for a link on our website, yaktrinews.com. Because of COVID-19, technology around the world changed, especially the increased use of video communication. Even the Benton County Jail has implemented its own video communication since the pandemic, allowing digital court appearances, attorney visits, mental health consultations, and competency evaluations. According to Lieutenant Combs with the Benton County Corrections Department, this has improved efficiency and safety. It also means they don't require professionals from all around the state to come into the jail. Lieutenant Combs says the changes have been a big improvement, and they're looking to keep it around.
Jails usually are not at the forefront of adopting new technologies, and so we tend to kind of lag behind. Video conferencing, something been alive and thriving in the business world prior to COVID, but everybody kind of went all in on that during the COVID shutdowns, and so it was an opportunity for us to kind of get with the times.
And inmates on good behavior can also use tablets that were implemented recently. These secured tablets allow monitored video visitations, educational programs, books, movies, music, and other productive things to occupy time. Lieutenant Combs says it's opened up lines of communication between inmates and families in safe and secure ways. And there's been positive feedback from both inmates and jail staff. High school students from around the Mid-Columbia region are getting connected with jobs in the STEM industry in the first ever Tri-City STEM Career Academy. 15 students from Sunnyside to Burbank gathered at Kennewick High School and spent yesterday morning building hydroelectric turbines and testing voltage. Through this academy, students will have the opportunity to learn directly from engineers, skilled trade workers, and scientists and conservationists. Co-facilitator Jody Henderson says our area is the perfect backdrop for an academy like this.
So we are a real energy-rich community. Hydropower, nuclear power is the backbone of our community, and we were excited about educating students about energy, electricity, how that works, and what careers are there, what career opportunities there are that they can consider.
The academy runs through Friday. Today, students will have a chance to tour Benton PUD. Later in the week, it's cybersecurity and building solar cars and drones. The Yakima Valley Library's Bookmobile made its first stop yesterday at Union Gap School. Kids in that area have been without a library for years. There's a new library under construction that could be finished by the end of the year, but this summer the kids will be getting their books from the Bookmobile. Inside the bus there's everything from movies to children's books to novels for adults, a little something for everyone.
Kids love the Bookmobile. There's just something special about going inside the bus and getting to pick them out and then going home and showing their parents.
We just really felt that if we could get books into their hands and they could spend the summer reading and participating in our summer reading program, that would really be an exciting thing.
The Bookmobile will be at the Union Gap School on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. through the end of the summer. The library is still working on putting together a schedule, but will be posting updates on their social media accounts. Well, Jason Valentine returns now with a quick look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, get ready for a very nice first day of summer. Plenty of sunshine already this morning. Still a little chilly though. You may want a jacket. All of your forecasts coming right up.
Plus, the Spaniards may have been onto something when it comes to siestas, as recent studies have shown that midday naps could help your brain fight against degenerative diseases like dementia. That's next.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing.
But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
This shortcut saves 2 hours easy, clean, dude!
No. Of course not.
Not again.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, July 1st at 8 with a family bike ride. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10, the Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1, and the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Welcome back at 6:13 on this Wednesday morning. Well, here's some news you can sleep on. Taking daytime naps may help maintain brain health as we age. That's according to a new study published Monday in the journal Sleep Health. Researchers from University College London and the University of the Republic of Uruguay say habitual napping was linked with larger total brain volume. That in turn is associated with a lower risk of dementia and other diseases. Researchers say on average the difference in brain volume between nappers and non-nappers was equivalent to 2.5 to 6.5 years of aging. However, prior research has shown that excess napping can also be harmful and could be a sign of dementia. Coming up, as we hit the first day of summer, the city of Yakima has approved a design of a new pool in Martin Luther King Park. We'll have that story, and I'll return with a look at your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for your Wednesday. I'll get you ready for the first day of summer and a sneak peek at your weekend. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us, everyone.
Don't miss the Battle of the Brands Northwest Spa Sale. Save up to 50% off hot tubs and swim spas from competing brands fighting for your business. Easy financing, immediate delivery, and Sunday at Kennewick's Columbia Center Mall, nwspasale.com.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get 2.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
This is a great time of year.
Stacy Lee, she knows the Northwest and she knows Northwest weather.
I think we all need to take more time to stop and smell the roses.
Stacy Lee, Cap KVU First Alert Weather from Cap KVU Local News. Watch tonight.
Next live, Ryan Seacrest joins Kelly as a guest host with Denai Guerrera.
I was like, oh, we have got to do this show.
Plus Linda Cardellini.
Today at 9 on Cap KVU. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. A beautiful morning so far. We do have a little bit of cloud coverage, Toppenish and even in the Yakima areas, but still a very fine day is ahead. More sunshine than not. Here's that cloud coverage rolling through, starting to break up though, and we're going to see that continue to break up into our day. And a very nice first day of summer is on the way. We're less than 2 hours away from summer hitting around 7:57 this morning. So going to be the longest day of the year as well. So Futurecast, we are going to be seeing those clouds dissipate mostly and then looking very nice into our evening hours. A little bit of shower activity near Ellensburg and Yakima. That happens again tomorrow evening. Then that will move on. As we get to Friday afternoon, we could see a little bit of shower activity starting to pop up Yakima, Ellensburg. We'll keep a close eye on that. But other than that, looking very nice as we're heading into our weekend. And that system should be very, very quick if it does materialize. So our current temperatures, we're in the mid to upper 40s right now. A little cooler than we saw yesterday morning, but a little warmer than we saw Monday morning. But our highs today are going to be much warmer than they have been, about 10 to 7 degrees up from what we saw yesterday, even more for Ellensburg. Then as we get to tomorrow, we're going to get right around our average for this time of year, mid to lower 80s. And for our weekend, mid to upper 80s to lower 90s for all of our cities. So we are going to be warming up quite nicely as we get into our weekend. It looks like that'll persist at least mostly into our next work week. So warmer conditions, I promise, are on the way. It will finally start to feel like we have entered summer. Maybe not today, we're still off our average, but we're going to be feeling like it this weekend. Light winds today, and that's going to be the name of the game today. We're going to see pretty light winds as we get into tomorrow. As we get into our weekend, though, we're going to pick up a bit, especially on Saturday. 10 to 20 mile per hour winds possible at times, and then we'll see those slow up into our next work week. So no real wind events, but still a breezy Saturday is very possible. So let's take a look at our highs today. And we're looking again warmer than we were past really 3 days. Mid-70s, Yakima, Toppenish, 72 for Ellensburg. As we move over into the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 70s. Again, folks, plenty of sunshine, light winds. Should be a lovely start to your lovely summer season. In mid-70s as well for the Blues. But folks, you may want a jacket as you're heading out the door. Still a little bit of chill in the air in your morning hours. So as we move along into tomorrow, 82 for Yakima, mid to upper 80s as we get to our weekend and our next work week. Again, folks, plenty of sunshine is on the way. We'll keep an eye on those quick showers, though possible, on Friday afternoon. Overnight lows slowly warming up from the lower 50s overnight tonight to the lower 60s as we get to next week. In the Tri-Cities area, 84 tomorrow, lower 80s to upper 90s as we get into our weekend. And again, folks, more sunshine is on the way. So after a quite chilly end to spring, our last 2 days, we start to warm up today, even though we are pretty healthily below our average for this time of year. But we're going to swiftly warm up to what looks like a very nice weekend. A nice first weekend of summer is on the way.
Today is the first day of summer, and experts predict much of the country is in for a scorching season. Parts of the South are under excessive heat warnings. According to the National Weather Service, several Texas cities have new heat records from this week, and officials there are worried about a record-setting strain on the power grid. Experts predict above average temperatures in most states this summer. Ocean warmth is already record-setting. Experts predict broader records in the next 2 years as El Nino combines with climate change. Kids on the east side of Yakima have been without easy access to a pool for years, but they're one step closer with a new design completed for an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. KapKVU's Emily Goodell spoke to community leaders pushing for this project who say it's not just about equity, it's about kids' safety.
For kids living in East Yakima, the nearest public pool is often miles away, a long hot journey in the summertime, while the Yakima River is just a couple of blocks away from home.
In that situation, which one would you do? You know, you got a river over there and you got 2 bus rides to be able to get there, especially if the parents are working.
He says many kids in his community don't know how to swim safely because they never took lessons, and for some, the reason was lack of access to a pool.
There was a promise when they took it away in 2005 that we were going to have a pool back on the east side of Yakima.
After 15 years of community leaders pushing for a pool in East Yakima, the city is finally wrapping up the design for an $11 million aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
I think there's something for everybody. So we have some slides designed in there for a little bit more excitement. We have the zero depth entry for maybe people who aren't really that comfortable in water, but we also have some sprays and some lap areas, places for swim lessons.
A little over $1 million from state lawmakers, $3 million from the city, and $3 million from the county, plus community donations, leaving them short about $2 million.
So we'll be talking about other avenues to receive those funds, looking at other grants, and sometime in the future going out to the community to ask for contributions as well.
I just know that it's needed. We need to make sure that the quality of life is as well as on the west side as it is on the east side. And we need to make sure that we continue to understand that.
The goal to finish the developmental design and construction drawings by the end of the year and start construction next year to hopefully have the aquatic center open for kids and their families in summer 2025. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KapKVU Local News.
City has a grant application site through the Yakima Valley Community Foundation Fund where people can donate online, but say the real fundraising campaign will start later on this year. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, Senator Bernie Sanders continues his fight against e-commerce giant Amazon as the Senate is officially investigating the working conditions at Amazon warehouses.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
There are some people who have been tricked and lied to by someone they trust, someone they may even love, someone who sells them for sex. That's sex trafficking, and it's a crime. If you're a victim of sex trafficking, know that there is hope. There is a way out, a way to a better life. There are people who can help. You just need to take the first step.
The Support Advocacy and Resource Center, SARC, is here to help. Visit us at supportadvocacyresourcecenter.org. Services are free and confidential.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, Senator Bernie Sanders launched a Senate investigation into working conditions at Amazon warehouses Tuesday. The Vermont Independent is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions. In a letter to Amazon, Sanders says the company's quest for profits has led to unsafe working environments, low wages, and, quote, inadequate medical attention for tens of thousands of Amazon workers every year. Senator Sanders has also launched a website where Amazon workers can submit stories about their experiences at their company to help inform the investigation. An Amazon spokesperson says the company received Sanders' letter and is in the early stages of reviewing it. Amazon says Sanders has an open invitation to come tour one of its facilities. Coming up, new developments in the search for a missing submersible carrying tourists to the wreckage of the Titanic, as rescuers have heard underwater sounds that may indicate the lost passengers are still alive. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right. all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff at $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Saddle up and head over to Horse Heaven Saloon in Prosser, a family-owned and operated business in the heart of America's Hop Valley. Come experience in-house brewed craft beer, fresh and unique foods, and much more. It's all waiting for you at the Horse Heaven Saloon in historic downtown Prosser.
TriQ Credit Union C3 Slam comes to Richland July 8th and 9th at John Dam Plaza.
Rescuers searching for the tourists on board a lost submersible believe underwater sounds they've heard may indicate that the passengers are still alive. And controversial social media personality Andrew Tate has been indicted in Romania on charges of rape and human trafficking.
And a beautiful start to your, well, almost first day of summer. We're about an hour and a half away, and a warming trend to start. I'll get you prepared for your Wednesday in my first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Briley Fitzgerald.
I'm Jason Valentine, and we're getting close to that summer solstice. Oh, it's very exciting. I love summer is always nice because we get to vacations, and we have July 4th coming up. But I just look forward to fall so much. But summer means fall's next.
Summer means fall is nice. We have a very long day ahead of us. I'm very excited. I love when the days are long. I get to fill my days with so much stuff. I feel like this winter I didn't have time to do anything because the sun was always down and I just had no time for anything.
All right, well, you have time, especially today, longest day of the year. Let's take a look outside, Riley. And again, a beautiful morning. We do have a bit of cloud coverage in the Toppenish, Yakima areas, but other than that, we're looking very, very nice. And we're going to continue to see sunny skies today, or mostly sunny skies. And we're going to be seeing a lot of sunshine as well, and dry conditions will persist. Light winds, a pretty darn nice day. Now, we are warmer than we have been since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, about 10 to 7 degrees. We're still well below our average by about 7 to 10 degrees as well. But we're going to continue to warm up into what looks like a nice weekend. So we are starting that warming trend today. Mid-70s for the Yakima region. We're in the upper 70s for the Tri-Cities. Again, mostly sunny skies pretty much across the board. Should be a lovely Wednesday ahead. So summer, it's almost here. Warming trend starting today and that hot weekend ahead. All that in my forecast. That's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. It's a race against time as rescue crews work around the clock to locate a deep-sea craft carrying 5 people to the Titanic wreckage in the North Atlantic Ocean. The submersible the group took Sunday stopped communicating less than 2 hours into the journey. Authorities warn the crew will likely run out of oxygen by Thursday morning. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest.
This morning, a critical international search remains ongoing for 5 people on board a submersible called Titan that vanished in the North Atlantic Ocean. Overnight, the U.S. Coast Guard saying a Canadian aircraft detected underwater noises in the search area. But when operations relocated to find the source, searches have yielded negative results. Authorities believe the crew, which was on its way to tour the wreckage of the Titanic, only have enough oxygen to last them until Thursday morning.
Our crews are working around the clock to ensure that we are doing everything possible to locate the Titan and the 5 crew members.
The Coast Guard releasing video from inside its operations center, also showing the search pattern. Teams from France and the U.S. Air Force aiding the search, but so far no signs of Titan, which is roughly the size of a van. On board Titan is OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush. That same sub has made more than a dozen previous trips to the Titanic wreckage site. Also among the missing, businessman Shahzada Dawood, his son Solomon, renowned Titanic researcher Paul Henry Najule, and Hamish Harding, a British billionaire.
I'm terrified, I'm anxious. Every single second, every single minute feels like hours. And we're losing time.
In a 2018 lawsuit, the company's former director of operations raised concerns about the safety of Titan at extreme depths, saying that constant pressure could weaken existing flaws in the sub. That same year, industry experts wrote a letter to OceanGate warning of potentially catastrophic problems with Titan's development.
It must be understood this is an experimental craft and that there are significant risks attached to it.
The Navy is now sending equipment that can lift up to 60,000 pounds, designed for recovering large undersea objects in the event the sub is located. But if the crew is trapped on the ocean floor, they're facing extreme conditions. Social media personality and former professional kickboxer Andrew Tate arrived at court in Bucharest today after being charged with rape, human trafficking, and forming a criminal gang to exploit women. Romania's anti-organized crime agency said Tuesday that prosecutors also charged Tate's brother, Tristan, and 2 Romanian women. All 4 were initially detained in December. A social media influencer with millions of Twitter followers, he is known for projecting a luxury lifestyle and expressing misogynistic views. The Romanian agency says the defendants were accused of forming a criminal group in 2021 to commit the crime of human trafficking in Romania, the U.S., and Britain. Tate's spokesperson says the brothers are prepared to demonstrate their innocence and vindicate their reputation. Jason Valentine returns now with a quick look at your morning weather forecast.
What a beautiful morning for our, last few moments of spring as we hit summer in a little over an hour. Folks, all of your forecasts coming right up.
Plus, yesterday was a very special day for a very special member of the Pasco Police Department. When we come back, we'll introduce you to Goose.
This newscast sponsored by Mattress Depot USA.
Don't miss the Battle of the Brands Northwest Spa Sale. Save up to 50% off hot tubs and swim spas from competing brands fighting for your business. Easy financing, immediate delivery, and Sunday at Kennewick's Columbia Center Mall, MWSpaSale.com.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease a 2023 Kia Niro EV Wind for $349 per month or purchase for just $41,349. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Introducing the new line of crispy chicken pizzas from Little Caesars. Large pizzas with white sauce and crispy chicken, topped with either a swirl of barbecue, buffalo, or garlic parm sauce, or choose no swirl at all. New crispy chicken pizzas available online for $9.99.
Pizza.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal.
We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
This is a great time of year.
Stacy Lee, she knows the Northwest and she knows Northwest weather.
I think we all need to take more time to stop and smell the roses.
Stacy Lee, Cap KVU First Alert Weather from Cap KVU Local News. Watch weeknights.
Next live, Ryan Seacrest joins Kelly as a guest host with Denai Guerrera.
I was like, oh, we have got to do this show.
Plus Linda Cardellini. Today at 9 on Cap KVU.
Welcome back, everyone. With a fashionable bandana that says birthday boy and a gathering at Memorial Park in Pasco, the Pasco Police Department and community members celebrated the birthday of 1-year-old Goose yesterday morning.
Goose is a community service dog who goes above and beyond, hi buddy, helping children, adults, and even some police officers. Pasco PD told us Goose isn't your typical police dog.
He was donated to us by Camp Doodlewoods, and Maddox Training Academy helped with his preparation for what we want him to do, which is really just be out in the community and bridging gaps between the police and the community.
Pasco Police said to come say hello if you see Goose around town, as he often is hanging out, and I would definitely love to pet Goose myself.
Well, 100%. I think Goose needs to come to the station.
I would 100%.
Or Good Morning Northwest. We'll do a little story with him.
I would agree. Is it a good day to maybe go out and walk a dog?
I think it would be.
Fantastic.
You may want a coat, though, if you head out this morning. It is a little chilly this morning, but we have those warmer temperatures on the way. Quick look outside. A gorgeous start to our, well, final few moments of spring and our first day of summer. All of your forecasts coming up.
And police officers in Seattle are concerned after Pride officials say they won't allow officers in uniform to march in the Seattle Pride Parade. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is.
Wait, guys, the Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay.
Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already.
Marketers are the worst.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco is now open. Get your season pass, inquire about swim lessons, or sign up for a swim team today. Open swim starts at 1 p.m. daily. Join all the special events that Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer all summer long. You can learn more at pascoparksandrec.com. Get fit, have fun, and do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price, and that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
This is the story of a superstar.
One of the precursors of Rihanna and Beyonce.
Her music, her relationship with R. Kelly, and her tragic death.
Her music was so impactful. She feels like she's here today.
Aaliyah, tonight on ABC.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. We've made it to midweek, and what a beautiful morning we have as we say goodbye to spring. In about an hour, we're going to be hitting summer, and folks, we're going to be looking at a nice day today. We have mostly clear skies right now, a little bit of cloud coverage here or there, but we're going to be looking dry as well as we move along in our day. Slight chance of a little bit coming into Ellensburg, Yakima tonight and even tomorrow night. So as we look at our future cast, looking very nice. Still a little bit of cloud coverage coming in. And again, folks, just a slight chance of a little bit of shower activity coming in Ellensburg, Yakima. As we head into tomorrow night, another chance up in that area. Other than that, we're looking at beautiful, mostly sunny skies. And as we head into Friday, we do have a little bit of a better chance of some shower activity coming into Ellensburg and Yakima. We're going to keep a close eye on that as we get closer. It should be a quick spritz if we see anything, but again, could be sticking around. So we'll keep a close eye on that as we head towards our weekend. So we are in the mid to upper 40s, some 50s in there. Still a little bit chilly this morning. You may want a jacket as you head out the door, light jacket, just to keep yourself warm. But we are going to see warmer temperatures today. We're up 7 to around 10 degrees from our highs yesterday. Still well below our average, but we'll get to our average as we get to tomorrow for most of our cities. Then by the time we get to our weekend, we're going to be in those mid to upper 80s to lower 90s as we have a very nice first weekend of summer. Your first day of summer today isn't necessarily hot. It is warmer than it was Sunday through yesterday, but still we are a little chillier than we should be for this time of year. So we'll really see the summer effect come in this weekend. So we do have light winds today, and we don't expect too much of wind events, but as we move into our weekend, we could see between 10 to even 20-mile-per-hour winds at times on your Saturday. So a little bit of breezy conditions and just increasing chance of it as we get into Saturday, slowing down Sunday, Monday, and about that same range on Tuesday, but still no real wind events are in our next 7 days. So let's take a look at those highs. Spirit is 76 for Toppenish and Yakima, 72 for Ellensburg. Again, folks, light winds, more sunshine than not. A beautiful first day of summer, longest day of the year. We're looking at mid to upper 70s for the Mid-Columbia, and over in the Blue Mountain region, warmer as well in those mid 70s. And we're just going to continue to warm up as we move along into our next couple of days. So 82 for Yakima tomorrow, then those mid to upper 80s as we get to our weekend. More sunshine than not for the week ahead. Again, could see a little bit of shower activity though. A slight chance tonight and tomorrow night, but possibly Friday afternoon. And overnight lows are in those mid 50s until we get to the 60s by Sunday. In the Tri-Cities area, 84 tomorrow, then those lower 90s, upper 80s as we head into our weekend. Should be a fine weekend ahead, but let's get you ready for your Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies, light winds, highs mid to upper 70s, and summer hits latter part of our 7 a.m. hour. Folks, it should be a beautiful longest day of the year.
For the second year in a row, Seattle police officers will not be allowed to march in uniform at the Seattle Pride Parade on Sunday. Brady Wakayama has more.
It's a stunning hypocrisy and a double standard that to us is extremely concerning.
Mike Solon, the president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, which represents more than 1,300 members of the Seattle Police Department, says he's concerned.
It is a gross violation of just human decency.
That's his reaction to the news the Seattle Pride Parade will, for a second year in a row, not allow officers to march in the event with their uniforms on.
The respect for police officers that are LGBTQ, they don't seem to really want to embrace. And to us, that's a double standard and shows the utter bigotry and the lack of inclusivity that for us is absolutely unacceptable.
He says there are dozens of LGBTQ plus officers within the Seattle Police Department, and many of them have reached out to him the last few days.
Very upset that this was occurring, and they didn't want to go on record because they would not be able to contain their frustration and anger.
Meanwhile, the interim executive director of Seattle Pride stands by the policy, saying in part this decision was based on feedback from a community survey, as well as the result of the queer community's long history of distrust of law enforcement, criminalization of LGBTQIA+ people, and police violence against marginalized groups, which was the genesis of the Pride movement.
We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a Robin Roberts exclusive.
The night of the draft, what's going to be going through your mind?
It's just one day until the NBA draft. Robin's going one-on-one with the French phenom who could become this year's #1 draft pick, 19-year-old Victor Wembanyama.
How do you deal with the pressure that goes along with the anticipation of you?
I have such high expectations from myself, and I'm so determined that the expectations of others are nothing compared to what I expect of myself. So I really got my goals inside, and it's just nothing can disturb me from it. So it's not that hard to deal with it.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of Robin's interview with Victor Wembanyama as he shows her his home country and reveals what he's looking forward to the most about his move to the United States. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
If you think you, a child in your care, or another loved one were harmed by Endo or a related company, including PAR or AMS, or their products, including ranitidine, transvaginal mesh, or opioids like Opana, Opana ER, or Percocet, your rights may be affected by deadlines in the Endo bankruptcy. You may be entitled to payment as part of Endo's bankruptcy, but you must file a claim by July 7th, 2023. You may file a claim on behalf of yourself, a child in your care, including a child exposed to opioids in the womb, or a deceased or disabled relative. Also, if you hold a claim or interest in Endo, the deadline to object to the potential sale of Endo's assets is July 7th, 2023. For more information, visit endoclaims.com.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:51. We're going to get to your first alert weather forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Fire crews are still mopping up after a fast-moving fire that prompted evacuations near Touchy Monday. Walla Walla County Emergency Management says the fire has burned more than 4,000 acres, according to the latest estimate. All of the evacuation orders were lifted yesterday morning. It took approximately 6 hours of work by multiple agencies plus state-level assistance to get containment lines around the fire. It's not clear yet how the fire started. We've learned the names of the 2 people killed in the deadly shooting at a campground outside of the Gorge Amphitheater Saturday night. 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz and 29-year-old Brandy Escamilla. The Grant County coroner says they were both from Seattle. The Grant County Sheriff's Office has turned the investigation over to the North Central Special Investigations Unit, and so far they haven't given an update on what happened to the suspect or the victims. We're learning more about an alleged quadruple homicide at a Kellogg, Idaho apartment complex Sunday night. The suspect, 31-year-old Major John Kaler, made his first appearance in court yesterday. According to an arrest affidavit, there was an argument between the Kaler family and the victims after the Kalers say they repeatedly saw Devin Smith, one of the victims, masturbating through a window. An argument escalated, and police say Major John pulled out a gun and shot each member of the family. A reminder that both Benton and Franklin County Emergency Management will conduct a test today of the Code Red system. That's an opt-in mass notification system that would be activated in a true emergency. It allows authorities to keep the public informed through emergency voice, text, or email messages. The test takes place today at 10 a.m. You can sign up on the Benton County or Franklin County Emergency Management websites, or just look for a link on our website, yaktrinews.com. The Benton County Jail has implemented its video communication, allowing digital court appearances, attorney visits, mental health consultations, and competency evaluations. According to Lieutenant Combs with the Benton County Corrections Department, this has improved efficiency and safety. And inmates on good behavior can use secured tablets that allow monitored video visitations, as well as other productive things to occupy time. There have been positive feedback from both inmates and jail staff. High school students from around the Mid-Columbia region are getting connected with jobs in the STEM industry in the first ever Tri-City STEM Career Academy. 15 students gathered at Kennewick High School yesterday and spent the morning building hydroelectric turbines. Through this academy, students will have the opportunity to learn directly from engineers, skilled trade workers, scientists, and conservationists. The academy runs through Friday. The Yakima Valley Library's Bookmobile made its first stop yesterday at Union Gap School. Kids in that area have been without a library for years, but this summer the kids will be getting their books from the Bookmobile. There's everything from movies to children's books to novels for adults. The Bookmobile will be at the Union Gap School on Tuesdays from 2 p.m. Through the end of the summer. The library is still working on putting together a schedule, but will be posting social media updates on their accounts. Richland Dog Park users have a temporary location to take their furry companions. The city has closed the dog park off Keene Road for 3 days a week. The closure days allow work crews to conduct maintenance on the park. The city says a location nearby will be open temporarily during the work. The dog park itself is open Friday through Monday, 7 to 9. It's closed Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. The city anticipates this schedule will continue through the end of July.
Folks, welcome to Wednesday. Hope you're having a good morning so far, and we'll be welcoming in summer at the end of the 7 a.m. hour. So we're about an hour away from summer, so say goodbye to spring. A beautiful morning, a little bit of cloud coverage out there, but we're going to be looking mostly sunny skies today. Should be a gorgeous first day of summer, longest day of the year. And again, folks, we're looking at chilly-ish temperatures this morning, and we're still going to be a little below our average for this time of year. So you may want to put on a little bit of a coat as you head out the door. We are just looking a little cooler. So today, we are warmer though than we have been since Sunday. So a warming trend starts today. We'll get around our average for this time of year. For the Tri-Cities, it's the mid 80s, so mid to lower 80s tomorrow for most of our cities. Then for your weekend, mid to upper 80s to lower 90s. So hot conditions are on the way this weekend. Quite the difference from what we saw just yesterday and Monday. Wind speeds very light. We expect more or less light winds till we get to Saturday. 10 to 20 mile per hour winds at times are expected. So a little bit of breezy conditions for your weekend, but still winds are going to be kind of taking the next couple of days off. So mid 70s for Yakima and Toppenish. 72 for Ellensburg, about 12 degrees above what they saw yesterday. In the Mid-Columbia, mid to upper 70s, and in the Blue Mountain region, we're right in those mid 70s as well. So folks, expect increasing temperatures as we get into tomorrow and especially into our weekend. But we are warmer today. Light winds and plenty of sunshine should be very nice for the summer solstice. And again, that hits in just about an hour. So folks, hope you have a great Wednesday and a great first day of summer.
Well, thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next.